Meeting to order. So the first agenda item on our board is a reorganization of the board. So we'll go through the different nominations. The first one is chairman. Is there anybody that would like to nominate someone for chairman?
I'll make a motion to nominate Charles for chair.
Second motion.
The motion has been made and seconded. Nominate myself as chairman. All those in favor?
Aye.
The next one is vice chairman. Have a nomination for that.
I'd like to nominate Mark.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to nominate Mark as vice chairman. All those in favor?
Aye.
And the next one is clerk. Is there anyone who would like to nominate someone for clerk?
I'll nominate Jeff for clerk.
Second.
All right, motion has been made and seconded to nominate Jeff for clerk. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And we have zoning bylaw review committee member. Is there anybody that would like to nominate someone for the zoning bylaw review committee? Is there anybody that's,
What? I thought that was,
is there anybody that is interested in
volunteer
the zoning?
I'll nominate Jeff.
Nominate Jeff.
Okay.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to nominate Jeff as our liaison to the zoning bylaw review committee. All those in favor?
Aye.
And the last one is, we have another member that needs to sit on the Burlington Housing Partnership Committee. Is there anyone here that is interested in that? And is there someone that would like to nominate someone?
I'll nominate Joe for that position.
Second. All right, so the motion has been made and seconded to nominate Joe for Burlington Housing Partnership Committee. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I think I hate it.
All right. Don't have to move.
Slide your name into that.
Do it later. It's fine. All right, so the first application on the agenda for tonight is 157 Bedford Street Liquor Market. If somebody's here for the application, you can sit up the chair with the microphone and give us a rundown of your application.
Good afternoon, everybody. So I'm here for Art Designs, represent our customer for Liquor Mart, and we are requesting 3 signs, channel letter. It will be in aluminum, internal illuminated, and that plaza has similar designs. So we are requesting in order to proceed with design for this company.
Okay, thank you.
Diana Valdez.
All right, we'll start down at this end if the board has any questions.
No, I have a lot of comments, but I think I'm gonna hold them back for right now, because I'm still dissecting some of this stuff.
Same thing here. I'm just, I'll pass right now.
Okay, Mark?
So I have a question. So I see attached to your application, you have a prior decision of the Zoning Board of Appeals.
Yes.
So am I to understand that Crusher Corp. DBA 9 Round was in this space before the liquor market or the liquor?
No, it was for the previous tenant that were there. We haven't started working yet.
Okay. So how are the signs different as it relates to this decision to what you brought before the board?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Yeah, in other words, you have attached this prior decision. Well, why don't I just ask, why have you attached it? What is the purpose?
Why?
Yeah.
Oh, so this is our first time working with the city of Burlington. If I attach something It will be my mistake, but those 3 drawings are the one that we are planning to do, and the one that you guys all have in the hand.
Okay.
That was one, building inspector that did that.
Oh, we did. All
Okay,
right,
was that-
I
is it-
apologize.
It may be due to previous decision, which is why they probably,
There was no other signs?
yeah, no other signs. It's probably one of them, right?
All right, and that's the reason why I get attached. So then the next question is, so has there been a prior tenant at this location or no?
A prior one?
Prior tenant?
A prior tenant? Yeah, they had another company, but I can't recall what was the business of, but this is the first time my customer is gonna proceed with liquor market.
Were there any signs on the other,
Yes,
Other-
there were signs there, but they are not there as of right now.
and would there be the same number of signs that you would be?
Yes, it will be 3 signs, and something that we didn't pull is the pylon sign. So we're waiting after this meeting so I can submit the pylon sign for the street of the plaza.
I see. All right.
I don't understand any
Yeah,
of that.
can I just ask for some clarification on that one? Is there another sign going in that isn't part of this package?
It will be for the street one. It will be a vinyl sticker because we didn't get those measurements for this meeting. So I will have to put the pylon sign on, but I believe the pylon sign, which is vinyl, we don't have to do the meeting since it won't be breaking any rules.
What do you mean by pylon sign?
It will be the freestanding one in the street. It's already there. We just have to change the face and put the name of the business.
Are you talking about an A-frame sign?
No, it's the freestanding sign. I can show you a picture maybe.
Please,
Yeah, we're gonna need more information on that.
It's not
thank
for
you.
the same, it's not the same, I just want you to know which sign
Oh.
I'm talking about. But that is only vinyl that we need to put on top of the existing one.
But where's the sign that's already there? Where's this sign? That's got nothing to do with this.
No, since he said the pilot sign and you guys mentioned A-frame, I wanted to show you
Where-
what I'm talking about.
where is the pylon sign in this plan?
No, so for
We
this
just,
one, we are not doing it.
You have to be at the
Have you
microphone.
sit down to the microphone, thanks.
So what I'm saying, that's not included in this plan, it will be for the future. We are not doing that one yet.
So, just for clarification, is that you're gonna be looking for a 4th sign at some point at this spot?
Yes,
Is the building inspector aware of this sign that you're proposing?
yes, he is aware, but the thing is that we haven't come into an agreement of all the parties involved. So the landlord, the building inspector, the customer, and our design as the preparing this. So this will come along once they are open and everything, because the pylon sign is the one that the drivers see before coming into the plaza.
Okay, I don't know what the rest of the board thinks, but I'd like to see everything together before we make a decision
100%.
on this.
We can definitely come back if that's necessary. I
Yeah,
understand.
I'd also like to find out which unit it's gonna be occupying. Is it replacing snippets? Is it replacing, I'm seeing something about Starbucks.
So let's just keep going, and if we decide at the end, there may be some more questions we have that you need to come back with too, I think. Mark, do you have any other questions?
No, I have no other questions.
Jeff?
I think I already asked mine anyways.
Okay.
Sorry.
No worries. Jeremy?
Yeah, just in understanding, we may need the tenant for this is, I mean, this is 3 lit up signs,
Yes.
and, you know, there's going to be another sign you've mentioned, but this is also a liquor store, which often has lights in the window, so I think we've got to be aware of that and understand that there's probably limitations on that as well, just because that's overall signage. My understanding is you're from the sign company, right?
Yes.
So we've got to communicate that to the tenant. Okay.
Oh, I have the answer. We are going to be using the space that Snippet wasn't before.
Snippets?
Yeah, so that unit.
Jeremy, anything else?
Thank you. That's all.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Chairman? So, Joellen, do we have a variance for snippets signs? Can we get that for the next meeting as well, please? Thank you.
Rob, any questions?
No questions.
I have a couple of questions that I'd like to talk about. So start with sign A. This makes the most sense. So sign A is the sign that is above the entrance of the door. So you can't really see that until you get to the plaza. Is that accurate?
Okay. Yeah, you will have to drive into the parking lot in order to see that because as you can see, Subway is first, so you will have to get into the plaza inside.
Okay, so, for a sign that is basically just showing you where the building is and you can't really see from the road, I don't see a reason for it to be as big as it is currently drawn. So that's one comment I have. I mean, it's a very small parking lot. You can't really get lost in there to not find it. So just one comment I have, maybe we can, if we do end up continuing it, maybe we can go back and talk to the tenants about coming up with a couple of options to make that smaller
Okay.
area. Actually fine with sign B. I think that's appropriate for the sign band. But sign C, where is that? Can you remind me of where that is facing? Like where you would have to be in the building? Is that behind where like Dunkin' Donuts is? That area?
No, so it will be like if you're coming from the other side of the street, you see it. So this will be the side of the plaza.
Bedford Street side.
Okay. Oh, all right. So. Sign.
So sign C faces off to Bedford Street, is that what you're
Yes.
saying?
Yes.
B is right there.
From the center.
How can that be? The subway, there's no subway sign on
Yeah, I don't. That's why I'm a little
There is.
confused.
There is?
Yeah, there's a subway sign on Bedford Street. I can't get the angle of it. Right.
So my next question about sign C, is it relatively the same square footage as the subway sign?
Yeah, they are pretty much the same.
Pretty much. Can you put that in your notes?
Is it possible if you do have to come back to get a,
Yeah, we could do, and also when
Snippets has
in
it
the letter of the inspector, he attached the measurements for subways there too, when it was approved.
We'd actually like the ones for snippets, because that's what it's replacing. There is a snippet sign on the Bedford Street side. On the Mannion Star Plaza, there is no snippet sign.
Which is facing
So that would be,
Citizens
so
Bank.
that's sign B. That's an extra sign from what is currently.
okay.
So you're saying snippets had 2 signs?
Snippets had 2.
Trying to take some notes, sorry.
A and C, not B?
I had A and C, and then, so B is an extra sign. So B is on the Middlesex, the extension side, is that?
Yeah, I guess it's on the extension side. It's facing towards the
Citizens Bank.
Citizens Bank.
Citizens Bank. So that's the one I thought was sign C. All right. Okay. the only other comment I'll make, maybe two comments I'll make, is, Jeremy kind of hinted at the window signage. I don't know what the rest of the board thinks, but, if we're gonna approve, multiple signs on this building, I don't know that they may need the 30% window that they're allotted in this spot, so just something to think about, I think. I tend to agree with the board. It's kind of tough to approve any of them if we don't have all the signs in front of us. There was a decision made, looks like in 2017, where there was no other signs, even if by right. So even if you have that sign by right, you won't be able to install it without our approval.
Of course, I understand.
So, it kind of makes sense to have them all together, just to see them all, so we can kind of get the full picture. I don't know what everybody else thinks.
Yeah, I agree with that.
100%.
And also with your comment that the sign on the opposite side of that building where the entrance is should be smaller,
Okay,
because as the chairman pointed out, it's a small parking lot, it's a directional sign, right? So it seems like it's a little big, especially when you're asking for the number of signs that you're asking for, so,
okay. I have a question. When would be the next meeting?
19th.
Weeks.
In 2 weeks?
19.
Would I be able to, if I got everything done by this week, would I be able to participate in the next one? Okay.
Oh, because there's nobody filed.
Yeah, we'd also like more info about the pylon sign and what the
Yeah,
building
I will
inspector's decision
definitely-
is with that.
Okay, I will come back with all of them ready.
Yeah. Before we get there, I just want to see if there's any other comments from the board right now.
No, my comment is I want to see all the signs all together.
Okay, perfect.
So,
Seems to me like you're asking for a lot of signs, so I want to see it all.
Yeah, should we get the tenant here as well?
I would love to have the tenant.
yeah, we
Okay, I will tell him to come for the next one.
typically,
He can lay it out better for us.
yeah, I think so too, yeah. Usually goes better when the tenant's here, but, so, let me just recap, for your benefit and ours, make sure I didn't miss anything. Sounds like there's some interest in having a smaller sign A. Looks like sign B is extra. I don't know at the moment how I feel about that, but and then sign C, we're looking to get what the sign square footage is for the snippets, current snippet sign. And then looks like we want to see sign D before we go to. I don't think I missed anything.
Yeah. Seems,
So, the board agrees, I think it's probably makes sense to continue this, and we'll keep the public hearing. What's that? I do have to open to the public? Okay, thanks. Okay, so we're gonna open this to the public, right now. If there's anybody here that would like to speak for or against this? Seeing none,
What's the date of the next meeting? Sorry.
July 19th. Seeing none, we'll keep the public hearing open until the next meeting.
Okay, thank you.
You don't need a motion for that?
To keep it open? I don't think so.
No, to continue to the
Motion.
19th?
Yeah, we need a motion for the
is it 18th or 19th?
19th.
19th. All right, I'll make a motion to continue to the 19th.
Second?
Okay, a motion has been made and seconded to continue liquor market to July 19th. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so we'll see you on July 19th. Thank you. The next hearing on our agenda is for Common Craft Holdings, 75 Middlesex Turnpike. You come up and introduce yourself and... Ooh. You all right? All right, well, that's fine.
Popped out of the wall.
Don't cry, you're on TV.
Hi, my name's Larry Leibowitz, owner of Common Craft, and I'm here before you to seek permission retroactively for a few sign variances.
Okay. Start down here again.
I don't really have any questions. I mean, I've been down there, I saw the signs, I feel that they're all appropriate. I have no problems with them. Just, I was wondering if you could just explain to the board why we're back here again.
Sure.
This-
It seems to be a misunderstanding, both either on my side and on the building department's side. I had originally stated the intentions of all the signage from the initial application back on July 26th of last year, stating the various signs that were going to be erected. And it was quite a surprise during the building inspection for the final CO that these were non-compliant. And I'm here before you to explain some of that misunderstanding and hopefully get the approval. Granted, they are already posted, the signage, and that was based on an earnest understanding of what the regulations were. And it's of my belief that I think they're tastefully done, and they complement the facility and wayfinding appropriately.
Thanks. Again, I was there, I've seen them. To me, it looks appropriate for the building, so I have no problems.
I haven't seen them, so I guess I don't have no comment.
Mark?
I have no questions.
Jeff?
On the bottle shop, packaged goods one, common craft bottle shop, those ones make sense. What question I have is the ones that aisled hands, hermit thrush, are those gonna be changing, or is that permanently what you wanna have there? Because I know you feature different.
Right. So we will be swapping out the producers inside Common Craft. There isn't a hard set date of when they'll be swapped out, but once they are swapped out, it is our intention to replace that slat with the exact same style of slat and same letter style, just in their font of the new brand.
So I don't have any problem with that. The only thing I see is we're approving it for those words, the way it's written.
Sure.
We'd have to keep having you come back
Okay.
every time you switch the
Okay.
name on it. I guess my question is, are we able to give him a permit saying he's allowed to have these signs of this size? The words are allowed to change. We do have,
No, we can't. No, we can't. You
we
have
don't
to,
have the ability.
Every time?
he's gonna have to change them every time. If he changes the sign, he's gonna have to come back here like it's a brand new variance. We're approving this sign.
Can't make a condition.
You know, if you can continue it and check with somebody, but it's my experience that you can't. You can't.
All
If he-
right.
If he changes, say he wants to change the, I can't read it, it's too small here in front of me there, but any of those beer lines,
Yeah, that,
in my opinion, he's gonna have to file for variance and come back again.
yeah, that's why I'm asking, is there a way we can approve it that way? If not,
I don't believe there is, no.
I think we're gonna need.
My
the-
opinion.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we'd have to continue it.
Sure, I don't think it would be, it's certainly not preferred, but if that's what it is, I'm happy to go through the process to get the name changed if and when we make switches.
Okay, so, how often, you don't know really how often you change them?
I don't. I'm targeting probably 2 years for each vendor. However, I don't want to go on record on stating that. It might be sooner for some.
Okay,
Based on sales volume and other business needs.
okay, let me think about that for a second while Jeff, do you have any other questions?
I'm good.
Jeremy?
I'm good, thank you.
Mr. Chairman, however, if and when we do make the switch, it won't be immediate. I'll want to decor the space and change the internal branding as well. So there's going to be a significant amount of time, especially since you meet twice a month.
Yep. Okay. Rob?
No questions.
Okay, I mean, that was really my only question. Jeff stole from me, so. I think everything looks great over there. I've been there a couple times myself, and I think the place is fantastic. I'm trying to think of a way that we could do it, but I don't think there really is without having to re-advertise as a different type of sign or something, so. I guess I'm fine with the way it is, you know, if the applicant is okay with having to come back, you know, or at least the next time, you know, to get this through tonight. If not, we're gonna have to continue and see if there's something we can do to let you change it out. I mean, theoretically, we can, if it was advertised as a temporary sign, we could give them a time limit. They'd have to come back and get it approved that way.
I don't think that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think we should just take it up as it stands now, and then we can get a determination from town council if we can change it, and then in 2 years, when he comes back, we can change it for him at that point.
Sure.
If that's the,
It always, we could vote to, waive the fee the next time? How does that work? No?
The reason we waived the fee this time was because Builder didn't pick up on it.
Okay. All right, so I guess we can't do that either.
And Mr. Chairman, while I did think it was generous of the fee waive, I still paid another $150 to go through the board for him to tell me it was denied when we all knew that. In addition to the $500 of the newspaper and the $200 of the abutters. It certainly isn't a minor expense on my part, but I'm willing to fall on the sword for the lack of, for the misunderstanding.
Okay. All right. Well, if there's no other questions from the board, then I'll open it up to the public.
good.
So, good. We'll open it up to the public. Is there anybody here to speak for or against this application? Please step forward. Seeing none, is there a motion to close the public hearing?
Motion to close the public hearing?
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to close the public hearing. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Is there any motions or any other comments?
Make a motion to approve the signage at 75 Middlesex Turnpike, sign A, B, and C, consistent with more or less affirming what's already there. And again, no other signs, even if by right,
Yep.
None of these are illuminated.
Nope.
not illuminated.
Second?
Motion has been made and seconded to approve common craft for sign A, B, and C.
Yes, you could say consistent with the photographs
Yeah, consistent with the photos
attached to the
attached to the
application.
application. With no other signs even by right. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
Great.
you're all set, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
All right, did everybody get the minutes? Is there a motion to accept the minutes?
Motion to accept the minutes of June 21st, 2022.
Second?
Motion was made and seconded to approve the minutes. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any other business? Motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second?
Motion has been made and seconded to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right.